Welcome to our daily reflection for this Wednesday, September 10th. And today in the Gospel, Jesus begins to announce the Beatitudes, the way that we're going to find happiness. And Paul gives us a very particular roadmap to happiness, to beatitude. And he reminds the Colossians of their baptism. And he's going to tell them that just as in their baptism, they die in baptism by going under the waters, the old man dies, and then they rise to new life with Christ. He's going to begin by saying, raise your mind and your hearts to that which is above, to the heavenly realities. Think about that. Let that edify you. And then he's going to tell us what we have to put to death. And he says, but put to death the parts in you that are earthly, right? Immorality, impurity, passion, evil desire, greed, which is, by the way, he says, idolatry. And so we have to be really wary of greed, because that's the idolatry that we face today that we have to battle. And then he goes on to talk about what we must put away. And literally in the Greek, when he says put off or put away, he's using the idea of disrobing, because that was part of the ceremony and ritual of baptism. You would take off your old clothing to signify you're taking off Adam, the old man. And then if you went in the waters, you would come out of the waters of baptism, and then you'd be given a new white robe. And so you would put on Christ after you had disrobed the old Adam, right? The old man, the old ways. And so Paul is going to evoke that imagery of baptism to tell them how they should live. They should now put off, take off, disrobe anger, fury, malice, slander, obscene language, foul language. That's part of the old Adam. You to put that away. And then, and he says, you've taken off the old self, literally, in the Greek, the old man. You've taken off Adam, right? And its practices. And you've put on the new self, but literally the new man, that is Jesus Christ, which is being renewed for knowledge in the image of its creator. We've put on Christ, and now we're being renewed in the authentic image of God, that is Jesus, versus the old man, Adam, who sinned and rebelled against God. And so we are to put on the new man. That is the key. And that is the key to living beatitude and happiness. Putting off the old man, putting on the new man, Jesus Christ. And our baptism reminds us of that. Let's live out our baptism. That's Paul's exhortation today for us. May the Lord bless and keep you.
This daily reflection is brought to you thanks to the generous support of the Mission Circle. Join the Mission Circle to help Catholics worldwide understand, live, and share their faith. Sign up at missioncircle.org today.